Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? What's up? Hold on 1 second. I'm going to turn on my avatar. Kind of forgot to do that before I started the stream. Just I was busy just before I started, so I forgot it. Sorry about it. But yeah, it should be done in a second. I'm going to appear in a second. Okay, nice. Nice. So what's up, guys? How you guys doing? So today I'm going to be continuing the F1 2013 career mode, of course, with the Singaporean Grand Prix. Previously, it was kind of a decent race. It was actually one of the best races we had this season. We finished P14, but of course, this was mostly because of the many retirements during the Monza Grand Prix. There was a lot of accidents. There was, I think it was Rosberg who retired with some sort of car issue. And then we had Button and Bottas having a accident, I believe. Yeah, I think that they ended up crashing into each other somehow. But then there was also two other drivers who had an accident, and because of that I could finish P14. So yeah, I'm going to start up the game, and we are going to have a look at the standings, of course, as usual. But yeah, it was a crazy good race from Sebastian, from Vettel, I mean, because he qualified in last place. For whatever reason, he did not set a lap time. I don't know what happened with him at Monza, but he did not set a lap time in qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix. And then in the race, he ended up finishing on the podium, which was, I think it was a crazy drive from him. And he really needed these points because of the Mercedes cars winning. So the gap is like 7 points or something like that between between Vettel and Hamilton, but we are going to have a look at in a second. So yeah, I'm going to switch over. And so yeah, this is how the Drivers' Championship looks like. Just 7 points between Vettel and Hamilton. And we have Rosberg, Alonso, Webber, Raikkonen, Grosjean. Hülkenberg is still in the top 10. That's pretty good from him, in my opinion. Then we have Massa, Perez, who last time in Monza had a really good race. He was running in third position for most of the race, but eventually he finished P5, which is still good, I think. But as the track started to dry up, he just started to lose pace, and yeah, he lost third position again. Like, this is the second or third time when he misses out on a podium. But yeah, we have Button in P11, Sutil, Maldonado, Di Resta, Vergne, Ricciardo, Gutierrez, Bottas, me, Pic, Bianchi, and Chilton are the rest of the drivers. And then we're going to have a look at the Constructors' Championship, which is being led by Mercedes. They took the lead after the Italian Grand Prix. Red Bull is second, Lotus is third, Ferrari fourth. We have McLaren in P5, Sauber, Force India, Toro Rosso, Williams, Caterham, and Marussia. Of course, we are the only two teams who did not score any points this season, but you know, that's expected. These are by far the worst cars on the grid. So yeah, I'm going to have was it Hamilton who won? Yeah, it was Hamilton who won previously, so yeah. Okay, so let's get into the weekend. There is no update for the car. It's only going to happen at the Japanese Grand Prix. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Oh, and of course, I get to select a rival. Oh, I mean, I kind of want to select Gutierrez just in case I beat him. But yeah, that will be stupid. No, never mind, because next season, Williams is going to be really good. Yeah, Williams is going to be in a really good position in terms of the car performance, because they were like the third fastest that season. They had a lot of podiums and stuff like that, so yeah, it would be nice if I could beat Bottas, because how it works in this game is that if you beat your rival, then his team is going to offer you a contract. So it would be nice to get a contract from Williams at the end of the season. And yeah, choosing Gutierrez would be stupid because Sauber wasn't a good team in 2014. So yeah, I'm going to go for Bottas. Yeah, let's start the weekend. Kind of a shame that the team set the update or the upgrade pace to balanced, because it's kind of annoying that there is only a few updates to the car. Okay, it is raining, at least for the practice, but it doesn't matter much because of course I'm not going to do anything in the practice session because there is no reason to. I'm going to change the setup though. And okay, it's not going to rain in qualifying or the race. It only rains in the practice session. I don't know if we can beat Bottas otherwise, or other than the two Marussia and the two Caterham drivers. He's the only one who did not score any points so far. So I'm hoping that maybe we could somehow get ahead of him and finish in P18. That would guarantee the offer from Williams. But yeah, we will see. We will see. And I'm also hoping for a great qualifying, just like last time in Monza. I was kind of expecting the pace to be there, but yeah, it wasn't there at all, and I qualified P21. Pretty far off from others, actually. I was like 4 tenths away from P20 in terms of lap time. Okay, so someone is leaving the pits. I don't think it's my teammate, right? Yeah, my teammate is still waiting. And as usual, I'm going to wait until the last 5 or 6 minutes. It's Di Resta who is leaving and Bianchi. And I think my teammate is now leaving. Yep. It's getting out to start setting laps. Yeah, Di Resta, Van Pick, Bianchi and Chilton are the drivers out so far. But of course, as time goes on, more and more drivers enter the track to set a lap time. Bottas is also out. If I remember correctly, then in this game, or these kinds of Codemasters games, when you select a rival, their performance will be improved. If I remember correctly. Like they will perform better than what they were performing before. And I guess that's kind of annoying because even if Bottas did not perform better, it would be difficult to beat him or to finish ahead of him in the standings. Because, well, he's in a really good, well, not a good car, but he's in a significantly better car compared to me. Yeah, we have Di Resta, Sutil, Maldonado, Bottas, Vany, Ricciardo, Pic, Bianchi, Chilton out on the track. And so far, the others are not leaving. So yeah, it's hopefully going to be a great race. And a great qualifying, of course. Yeah, I know. My engineer wants to go out on the track, but you know, I'm going to wait for the last 5 minutes or 6 minutes. I don't really see a reason to go out right now, because I'm pretty sure that the track improves with time. Even in this game, it's kind of there. So the lap times are going to get better as the session goes on. We got Di Resta with the fastest first sector. But to be honest, that's not too surprising. The others on quick laps are, you know, Caterhams and Marushas. And Ricciardo takes the fastest first sector. I think it's Di Resta who is going to be the first driver to set a lap. But we will see. And this, others also went out: Vettel, Massa, Button, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Hülkenberg and Gutierrez. And it is Di Resta, 144, 627, Bianchi 147, 344. Of course, he's not going to beat the lap time of Di Resta. Verne, second place, 144.778. Okay, my teammate goes ahead of Bianchi, but then Chilton goes ahead of him. Although by just barely. Like, the lap times are really close there. Between Pic and Chilton. Ricciardo, 144.6 flat. But of course this is quickly going to change as, you know, the top teams are also out on timed laps. But yeah, so far Ricciardo, Di Resta, Verne, Bottas, Chilton, as I say it, Sutil goes up to first place. We have Sutil, Ricciardo, Di Resta, Verne, Maldonado, Bottas, Chilton, Pic and Bianchi so far, who have set a lap time. But yeah, the track is pretty busy. Yeah, everyone is out except me. There are going to be more. No, not yet. So we have Vettel, Massa, Button, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Hülkenberg and Gutierrez are all on timed laps. Hülkenberg only P8, that's kind of slow. Almost a second away from Sutil. I guess he might have been held up by traffic. Which is possible because everyone is out on the track, so, you know. Okay. Still Verne, Ricciardo, Di Resta, Maldonado, Bottas, Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Pic, Chilton, Bianchi. Button only P12. That's, yeah, he was held up by big time, by traffic. Almost 4 seconds lower than Sutil. So yeah, he was definitely held up. And then we also have Gutierrez in P13. It's also a really slow lap time. Over 5 seconds slower than Sutil. So Vettel started a lap but did not finish it. That's kind of, I guess, concerning for him, because this is what happened in at the Italian Grand Prix as well. Like, he went out to do the time lap but never finished it, and then never went out again. So yeah, Massa only P14, almost 6 seconds away from Sutil. So yeah, this might actually be another really bad race for Vettel, or bad qualifying, if he's not going to go out because he has no time left. So yeah, it doesn't look good. It does not look good. Alonso is on a time lap, and Webber is also on a time lap. Alonso has the fastest first sector, and Webber is only third, kind of. Wasn't that great of a lap, not gonna lie. Hamilton jumps up to P1, then Alonso P5. But yeah, Vettel is in the pits, just like Raikkonen, Perez and Rosberg. And Button also has to improve, because he's not going to make it into the second part. With that lap time, 1:48, 1:15, that's not a good lap. It seems like Raikkonen is leaving the pit. I don't know if Hamilton was held up, maybe, by traffic or something, because he's not that far ahead of Sutil. And also, I don't know if Sutil is using the option tires or the primes. I don't know. Because of course faster teams just use the prime tires to get through into the second part of qualifying, while teams like Caterham, you have to use the option tires. But even then we don't make it into the second part, so yeah, those lap times are not bad from Sutil and Verne. I mean, the top 7 is pretty close together, not gonna lie. The rest are Ricciardo, Alonso, Webber, Verne, Sutil and Hamilton. Is Vettel going out? No, he's still in the pits. And we got less than 10 minutes to go, so I don't know if he maybe crashed again, or what happened, because yeah, this is kind of weird. Might be another pity qualifying for him. Everyone is leaving except Rosberg. He still hasn't gone out on the track. Massa P10, Jean Hülkenberg, Gutierrez, Big Chilton. Okay, my teammate did go ahead of Chilton, but they are really close. Bianchi also closed in, he improved his lap time. My teammate's lap is 1:46. Sorry, no, yeah, 1:46.922. That's the time that I have to beat. Button is out on the track. Actually, almost everyone is out on the track. Well, Hamilton doesn't really have to go out anymore, because that lap time is going to be enough. Most definitely, to go into the second part. But yeah, Button is out, Perez, Raikkonen cutting lap times. They have to because they are in the drop zone, so if they get unlucky, they might actually not make it. Okay, as I say, Raikkonen, P14, that's not that good, to be honest. He was most likely held up. Over 2 seconds slower than Hamilton. Okay, Perez is also on a timed lap. And Button also needs to improve, the two McLarens. They were looking really good at the Italian Grand Prix, but yeah, Button retired. I think he had a collision with Bottas. Or one of the Toro Rossos, I don't remember. He was running third before retiring or something like that. And then Perez was also running in third place, but he also eventually ended up losing out to Alonso and Vettel. We have Button P11. Hülkenberg P1, almost a second faster than Hamilton. So there is a lot of cars on the track, unfortunately. Kind of missed my window. There was a gap where there was no cars. Maybe it would have been better to go out like, I don't know, 20 seconds ago, something like that. Maybe some of these cars are returning to the pits, so I might as well just leave and try to qualify with better than my teammate. Okay, some of the cars did return to the pits. Trying to be really careful through here. I don't want to get a penalty for exiting the pits and crossing the white line. I think you get like a grid penalty, like 10 places or something like that. Also, I'm pretty sure Hamilton was on a quick lap, so I had to let him through. Although the game did not give me like a blue flag. Yeah, we got like 4 minutes to go. And if things stay the way they are, then I might actually have a chance in making... Oh, why is the rest are going slow? Okay. Is he going to... I really hope that he's going to go into the pit. So yes, I wanted to mention that if things stay the way they are and I can do a better lap than my teammate, then I might actually have a chance to qualify for the second part of qualifying. Now suddenly the rest wants to let me through. I'm not sure what the AI is doing. And also there are 2 retirements so far. That's interesting. So I guess Vettel once again is going to not set a lap time. Trying to keep it clean. There is some traffic, but I really hope he's going to let me through. Yeah, this might actually be an opportunity. Fortunately, I'm a bit slower than my teammate. Yeah, I keep braking too early, but it's okay. I can do another lap. Just have to keep it clean. Like, of course, I did not do any laps in practice, so I don't really... You have to get to used to the handling, to the braking zones and shit during qualifying. Okay, someone else also retired. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay. Cut the corner, unfortunately, and the game penalized me for taking corner cut, but whatever. Would have made it, I think. Oh, fuck. Messed up the first corner. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to, you know, set a lap time without doing any practice on the track, but I don't want to waste my tires during practice. Yeah, I'm slower than the lap before, unfortunately. Not going to have another shot at this, so I need to keep it clean. Okay. It's a bit too slow, but it's okay. Fuck. I brake too late. Ay. Yeah, I'm not making it into the second part. Ay. Retire, yes. Yes. So yeah. Vettel, Rosberg and me did not set a lap time. Perez is also out on in Q1. And Alonso gets a 10 place grid penalty. Because he held up someone. But yeah, my teammate once again gets into the second part of qualifying. What a shame, bro. What a shame. But yeah, it's kind of surprising that for whatever reason Perez did not set a lap time. I guess he also retired. Vettel and Rosberg also did so. Yeah, let's see who qualified in first place. I mean, I don't want to blame the game, but because I'm using this mod that changes the T-cam a bit, like it's not the vanilla version I'm using a mod that changes it. And because of that, the flags are kind of blocking the corners, you know. And yeah, like I don't want to blame the game, but it very often is on the way. Like the checker flag was in the way. Couldn't really see how far the corner was. But yeah, it was my fault in the end. Okay, it's going to be dry. Let's have a look at the order. Okay, Hamilton qualifies in first place ahead of Raikkonen and Webber. Then we have Massa, Hülkenberg, Button, Ricciardo, when both Toro Rossos made it into the second part. That's nice. Then we have Di Resta and Maldonado. Grosjean, Gutierrez, Sutil, and Alonso only P14. Bottas P15, my teammate. Chilton, Bianchi, Perez, Vettel, and Rosberg, and me, of course. Yeah, so this was a missed opportunity in qualifying, but whatever. Going to be 61 laps. Pretty long race. Let me check. Option, prime run. Yeah. Going to be fine. Let's go out. Not a good start to this weekend. Ended up ruining both of my time lapse. But Hamilton is in a very good position. Again. He's on pole while Vettel is P20. So we can gain a lot of points over him. Vettel can't make up the places in the race. Rosberg kind of had a slow start, but you know, he still jumped ahead. Making some places up, nice, and slowly trying to be careful not to damage the car. Bro, hurry up. I hate it so much when you kind of touch the AI from, let's say, from the back a bit, they just slow down. Okay, Sutil on the track and he came back really dangerously. Up to P14 now. Thankfully ahead of my teammate. It's good to know. Good to do. Go early in the race. I'm kind of worried about tire wear. It wasn't good in Monza. It was really bad actually. Oh, come on, turn, bro. Come on. Yeah, I can't wait to get out of this car, bro. I'm in this team. The car just understeers so fucking much all the time. Of course it was my fault, but you know, I'd have expected the car to be heavier than qualifying. Yeah, like it just doesn't want to turn. Vettel is up to P15 now. I think I'm not going to be too difficult for him to overtake. Or at least I don't want to make it difficult for him because, well, there is no reason for me to fight him. We are not exactly in the same league. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I damaged the car too early. Because we have to do a front wing change during the pit stop, and that is going to cost me some time, few extra seconds, but whatever. Also trying to keep an eye on the fuel, because for whatever reason it's already in optimal instead of being like +1 or +2 or something. Kind of weird and annoying because I can't really use the rich mix. Just going to let Pat that through. There's no reason to fight him. He would have gotten me with the DRS anyway. And I got DRS, so that's nice. Going to help me a bit against the others behind. Well, yeah, I'm trying to push. Oh, fuck. You really have to be careful. If I take too much curb, it's going to throw me into the wall. And I really don't want to damage the front wing even further than this. Safety car deployed, okay. And that's a McLaren in the wall. I don't know if it was Button or who was it. But yeah, early safety car. Definitely going to help us stay close to Vettel and the others ahead. But unfortunately, of course, the others behind are also going to close up. I don't even remember when was the last safety car. Like maybe the Bahrain Grand Prix or Australia. I don't know, like maybe Britain or... yeah, maybe that one, but I don't know. I don't know. Bottas is in P18, that's good. Going to help me against him. As he's my rival now. Would be nice if I could beat him. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with whoever that McLaren was. Might have been like a brake failure, or maybe some engine problem, and he just pulled into the place. But I don't know. Like, unfortunately, the game doesn't tell you the reason why someone retired. You know. Like even in old games like Grand Prix 4 or maybe even the Grand Prix 3 or 2, the game told you why certain AI cars retired. Like if someone retired because of the gearbox, then the game would tell you that. You know, I don't know why Codemasters never bothered to implement this into these games. But yeah. Or F1 Challenge also did that. It would tell you if the AI car had like a brake failure or engine or I don't know, an accident, you know. Like it would be such a standard thing to do in a racing game, especially a Formula 1 racing game. It's just one of these things, you know, that used to be a feature like over 20 years ago, and now it's not even in the games. So weird, you know. Some parts of these Codemasters games, I mean the early F1 games, are so I don't know, they look so lazy, you know, or effortless, or I don't know how to say it. You're going really slow. But yeah, the entire field is together. Yeah, I know, like, it's so fun when the engineer tells you that, oh, no overtaking during safety car. Yeah, like, I know. I know. I don't know if this kind of feature is in the newer F1 games. I mean, if the game tells you why AI cars retired, you know, if they have like a reason for it, or tell you the reason. If it was like an engine issue, or a gearbox, or a, I don't know. And also, in these old games, old F1 games, you could have a I don't know, let's say an engine problem, and once you retire, the game would continue. I mean, the race would continue, you know. The AI would just race without you, you know, and you could watch it, like in Grand Prix 4. Meanwhile, today's F1 games just simulate a result for you if you retire. Just so lazy, you know. But of course, this can be said about a lot of the other like branches of racing games, like maybe the Forza series or shit like that, you know. They are becoming more and more effortless or lazy. But should speed up a bit, please. There is a big gap between him and Alonso, or whoever that is. Yeah, I think it's going to be Alonso, because he was the one who started in like lap in P14. Yeah. I know about the tires and the brake temperatures. I mean, I'm going to try to get like a great start, but it doesn't really matter, because I don't really want to overtake Vettel. Bianchi's kind of close though. So yeah, Vettel is in a really bad situation again, like in P13. There is a big train of cars ahead of him, so yeah, he lost a few laps with this safety car. Because he could have used these laps to overtake the cars ahead, or try to overtake them, but yeah. And of course it will be important because he's in the title fight with Hamilton. Only 7 points ahead of Hamilton. So trying to put like a gap between me and Bianchi. Okay, I got a warning for corner cutting, I should be careful. The pace seems to be there, you know. Just need to be careful. The last corner, because I really don't want to slide into the wall. Because the curb on the outside is kind of like, I don't know, unsettles your car. And makes you go wider than you want to be going. Yeah, the lap times are good. I'm kind of keeping up with the others in front. And also putting a lot of distance between me and Bianchi, which is good. But I mean, this safety car was kind of useful, I guess. It helped lower the or kind of lengthen the tire life, because of course you did not have to push and you could do a few more laps. Like, the game wants me to come in lap 10, but yeah, the tire wear is still pretty bad, at least for me. Bottas is still in P18, that's good. He's far behind, that's really good. But this damaged front wing really makes it difficult or annoying to drive this car. And there is some overtaking going on. Alonso is overtaking one of the Force Indias. I mean, if we would have more retirements, then I could really have a good race here. Maybe even a point or two. That would be crazy. To score, you know, a point in a Caterham. But of course I need to get lucky for that, or with that, because, well, there is still a lot of drivers ahead of me who are a lot quicker than me. So in order to finish ahead of them, they would need to be, I don't know, have some sort of issue with the car. Ooh, there is a lot of debris into the first corner. Did someone lose the front wing, maybe? Doesn't look like it. I did get DRS though, that's good. It's a bit too wide. Yeah, these two guys ahead going to be fighting, so there is definitely the chance of maybe a crash. That could benefit me, of course. I think that's going to be Maldonado ahead of Vettel in P12. Maybe? Yeah, it is Williams. And Bottas is behind me in P18, so yeah, it has to be Maldonado. And it does seem like that as Maldonado was falling behind and he was being overtaken, the others are just going a lot quicker without him. He was really holding them up. I'm going to pit. Vettel also overtakes Maldonado. Maybe I can also make a move on him. Ah, no, it's too far. Even with DRS, I'm not even going to catch up to him. Okay, so Maldonado is saving fuel. Kind of helps me, because he's going to be a bit slower than if he was using the Mix 2. Mix 3, of course. I think I might do another tint on the options. Because I'm actually really quick on them. Maybe, yeah, I want to avoid the traffic in the pits. I'm going to do another lap. There's a lot of cars in the pits, so I really wanted to avoid being held up. Stuff like that. I'm up to P6 now. I think this is the highest I have been ever this season. Okay, my teammate is also in the pits. Like, I like how my engineer is like, okay, we need to push so the gap ahead decreases, but the car ahead is Webber in the Red Bull. Like, bro, it's not exactly in the same league as me. Yeah, I'm going to put on another set of options, because so far they have been working really good on my car. So I'm hoping this will continue in the next stint. Oh, that was not a good corner combo. Okay. I'm going to hold up Webber a bit. Yep, sorry about that. And also Sauber. I think that was Gutierrez, maybe. Yeah, it was Gutierrez. Okay, that's Maldonado behind. I might actually jump him if I'm careful. No. Wasn't quick enough. Just want to be really careful at the exit. I don't want to get a penalty. Also, if the car would turn, I think I would have gotten him if I didn't damage the front wing. But yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Okay. Standard mix. But you know, I don't mind, like, I'm still P15, so it's all good. We'll touch the wall a bit. On the right side. Unfortunately, Bottas did manage to overtake a lot of cars. And I guess he might be quicker than me. Although I'm actually, like, you know, kind of keeping up with Maldonado and the others in front. Like, I'm not that slow. I'm kind of in the lower midfield. Raikkonen's at the fastest lap, by the way. Yeah, Raikkonen leads the Grand Prix. I guess maybe he did not pit. Or he just jumped everyone. We will see. Because I'm going to have a look at the race director in a second. Okay. So, Raikkonen leads. He did pit, so he's leading the race ahead of Massa. That's crazy. Massa, I don't think he was ever this high up in any of the races before this season. Then we have Hamilton in P3 on the prime tires. Of course, Raikkonen and Massa are on the options. Then we have Rosberg. It's looking like another really good race for Mercedes overall, and for Hamilton as well, of course, because, you know, he's going to overtake Vettel in the standings if this is how they end up finishing. Sutil up to P5, starting from P13. Although he did not pit just yet, and also the same goes for Rosberg, who also haven't pit yet. He started from 21. P21, but man, this is looking really good for Mercedes. And then we have Vergne, Ricciardo, they moved ahead, of course, 6th and 7th. Then we have Grosjean, Webber down in P9, Hülkenberg, Vettel, Di Resta, Gutierrez, Maldonado, me, Bottas, Perez, Pick, Bianchi, Chilton, Alonso. Alonso is in P21. I guess he had some sort of an incident because he pitted twice. I guess he damaged the front wing. And Button, of course, retired. So, yeah, it's a really bad race for Alonso. And also, Perez is now behind Bottas. So, I guess sooner or later he's going to overtake Bottas and catch up to me, so I'm going to lose this position. Sooner or later. Unless something, you know, happens to him. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping up with Maldonado here. see on the option tires as well? Yeah. Yeah, so we are as fast as one of the Williams cars. That's a good thing, that's a really good thing. He's just a second away from me. Just 1 second. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot really attack here because I'm not close enough. I'm not really having a good exit out of that corner before the DRS zone. Alonso fastest lap. Yeah, so Maldonado is still saving fuel, seems like. Yeah, but I can't really overtake him, like... There is just no place where I could pull off an overtake. I really want to avoid damaging the car again. Yeah, I can use DRS, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to... I just cannot get a good exit around here. Because unfortunately, the moment I put down my... Well, I don't really put my foot down because of... You know, I'm playing on a keyboard, but the moment I try to accelerate out of the corner, it just starts to slide. So I can't really get a good exit. But it's okay. There is a lot of cars ahead. That's a big train of cars ahead, actually. Maybe if I could get close to him here, I could dive down the inside. But we have to wait for the next lap. Oh, come on, bro. Someone is holding them up big time. Kind of slid off the racing line there. And the same here. The understeer is just ridiculous on this car. But hopefully it's going to be different next year as I... Okay, there is Sutil of the track without a front wing. Oh, Maldonado really slowed down quickly. Almost ended up running into the back of him. Okay, there is someone without Vettel. Is Vettel without a front wing? Maybe. But what's going on? Why is he slow? No, he's not. I'm going to overtake, thank you. I mean, he did damage the front wing a lot, so I guess that's why he's so slow. Oh, yeah, up to P12. Oh man, just a few more retirements, please. Then I could get a point. Could actually fight for a point. That would be crazy. I need to keep it clean. Maybe I can start putting a gap between me and Maldonado. Since now I'm ahead of him. Like, I think I'm kind of faster than him, but it wasn't close enough, or I couldn't get close enough for an overtake. Even with DRS, it just wasn't possible. Them also have slightly better tires than Maldonado. It's just one lap, but you know. I'm actually closing on Gutierrez, which is surprising, to say the least. Not close enough for the DRS though. I mean, if Raikkonen won, then I think this would be the second win of his, this season, because I'm pretty sure he finished first in Australia, like in the season opener. Yeah, I cut the corner too much. I'm also slowly building a gap to Maldonado. I don't have cars anymore. I try to press it, but of course I don't have cars anymore. Used it up this lap. Yeah, I think I'm going to do just full prime. Oh, come on, bro. This understeer is just So yeah, I'm going to do 2 prime tire stints for the rest of the race. Unless there is a safety car or something. Lost some time to Gutierrez, unfortunately. It had a really bad exit for the DRS zone. Oh, come on, bro. Like, I don't know why, but in this game the car is just so inconsistent, you know. Like, you take a corner in a certain gear or certain speed, and then you start to get used to it, but then it just becomes unpredictable, you know. Like the next lap, it might do a completely different reaction to that same exact turning point or exact speed. Just so annoying. Like sometimes you take a lot of curb and your car gets thrown in the air, but sometimes sometimes nothing happens if you take the exact same amount of curb. So I don't know, it's kind of annoying that the game is inconsistent like this. I'm going to do another lap with these, or actually should I? I don't know if I should try that, because if I stay out on these used tires, then I mean I will gain 1 lap over Maldonado, but he might gain a lot on me if he pits for fresh tires. Also, let me set the prime tire. Actually, let me just try to gamble a bit with this, and going to try to do another lap. Oh, Rosberg. He kind of cut in front. It was a really weird exit of the pits by him. I'm actually just going to close the DRS. Webber can go through. I really don't want him to bother me. So I'm trying to just, you know, do my own thing. Verne is also really close. I'm going to pit, don't worry. Just making sure that I selected the prime tires. Okay. Oh, just careful. Careful. And I'm so scared that I'm going to damage the front wing again. And it's a very awkward pit entry. And the exit as well. The wall is really close, and of course the line as well. Okay, nice. Battle is behind me. I can move up to mixed 2. Yeah, he's not really having the same pace as at the Italian Grand Prix. Like at that race, he just sped through the entire grid. That's crazy. But I guess it's not really going to happen at this round. He's almost guaranteed that he's going to lose the top spot in the championship. For now, at least. Oh, come on, like... Yeah, like this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes the car just reacts differently to the same thing. Like if you cut the corner in a certain way, it will react in a certain way. It's always different. Yeah, Vettel is closing in big time. Yeah, I'm not going to use up my my cares. I'm just going to let Vettel through. This was kind of perfect because I didn't even have to lift or anything like that. He just overtake me with the DRS and some cares, I guess. Oh, come on, bro. My... Did the... What is it called? The... Who was it who did this crash? Or this kind of crash at that same place? I think it was Russell, right? In 23? Like he had the exact same crash. So yeah, I did a Russell, I guess. It's really unfortunate and annoying, but you know, I was the one who messed it up. Alonso. Not exactly in a good position to overtake me right now. But he's going to get me with DRS in the next corner. I mean in the next straight. Yeah. So this is also perfect. But yeah, back to P16 unfortunately. Maldonado is around 5 seconds away. Okay, there is another retirement. Only 20 people in the race. Hopefully it's going to be someone ahead, not someone behind. That would be a shame. Maldonado is gaining a bit. I guess isn't surprising because, well, this damage to the front wing is kind of making things difficult or making me slower. In fact, I was overtaken by Alonso. There is some front wing. I think that was a Ferrari front wing actually. Yeah, I need to be careful with the corner cuts. Be careful. Yeah, Maldonado is closing. Can't really do anything about it though. There is a lot of debris into turn 1. That's good, that's good. Yeah, he's definitely closing now. Which is... I mean, if he has the same tire compound, I guess that's kind of surprising. Because so far I was able to outpace him. I don't think he has options, does he? Maybe he does. Yeah, I think he does. So I guess someone behind retired, because I did not gain any position. Yeah, I guess Maldonado is pushing really hard. I can't do anything about that. Maybe he has the mix 3 turned on. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what my engineer just said. That he's running on full power, so he's definitely pushing. Yeah, Fernando has some damage to his front wing, but we saw that earlier. Oh fuck. It was a big corner cut, but the game did not give me a warning for it. This is also another thing about these kind of games, or these early Formula 1 Codemasters games, that... What the fuck was that? It just... Bro. The fuck happened? Okay. I have no idea what happened. But suddenly the car decided to slide off the track. So yeah, the penalty system is also pretty weird in this game. Because sometimes you cut a corner pretty big time and the game gives you no warning for it. Sometimes you just barely cut it and, well, gives you a warning. Did someone lose their front wing? Maybe Fernando. There is a lot of going on. More damage. And Fernando is in the wall. Okay. So maybe we get another safety car. Or... No. So yeah, I think one of the Toro Rossos just put Fernando in the wall. I mean, his race was already pretty shitty, but yeah. My teammate is in 17th position, 32 seconds behind, so yeah. It looks like I'm going to finish P16 if there are no more retirements. Okay, this exit was better. Hello, Ghost Rider. What's up? Just playing some F1 2013. There was a big crash like 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. One of the drivers was put in the wall. And I mean, the race is kind of going fine so far. Like, I was faster in the first two stints that I did on the option tires, but fortunately I kind of not as fast on these tires. But yeah, I'm in 16th position, so you know, it's a decent race so far. Oh, that was really close to the wall. Okay, that was nice. That was nice. Kind of the damage to the front wing, it definitely impacts the handling big time. Makes the understeer even worse. Of course, that was my fault. I went too close to the wall and ended up scraping it or hitting it, unfortunately, a bit. Thanks, Adam. I will try to have a good race. So yeah, right now the others in front are pulling away, unfortunately. Just cannot keep up with them. Ooh, that was a bit too fast. Okay. Yellow flag in sector 3. Maybe another retirement? Okay, so green flag. I guess maybe it was just someone off the track. No safety car so far. Yeah, I think someone was just off the track or something. Ooh, that was also pretty close to the wall. Bottas is in the pits for... Maybe he lost the front wing or something. Okay, there's also a lot going on ahead. Someone just came out of the pit. So Bottas gets options. But I don't think we can out... maybe. Because I'm planning on putting another set of prime tires on the car. So maybe I can... If I can hold him up, then there is a possibility that we can keep the track position after the pit stops. Because he's also going to pit at least one more time. Those tires are only good for like 10 laps, so yeah, definitely has to pit. Also want to have a look at the race director in a second. So Massa leads the race ahead of Raikkonen. It's kind of surprising to see these two at the front or at the lead. We have Rosberg in third place. Hamilton is... For whatever reason, Hamilton is only P9. So, yeah, it's not looking good. It is not looking good for him. He had such a good opportunity to maybe win this race or something. But yeah, it might not happen. He's only P9 and Vettel is in P10, so he's only going to gain 1 point if things stay like this. So yeah, we got Rosberg, Webber, Hülkenberg up to P5, Vergne, Grosjean, Di Resta, Hamilton and Vettel, Maldonado, Ricciardo, Perez, Gutierrez, me, Bottas, Sutil, Chilton, Pick, Alonso, Bianchi, okay, and Button. So these three are retired already, so yeah. It's not a good race for Hamilton, it seems like. It's going to be a missed opportunity. Because Vettel was so behind in the qualifying or so far at the back that, you know. Hamilton could have gained a lot of points over Vettel, but it might not happen. There's still a lot of laps to go, so we will see. So far this race has been pretty eventful. Bottas is 17 seconds ahead, behind. He's going to close in on me because he's on the options. Yeah, he's closing really quickly. 16.3 seconds now. But I think I'm going to stick to my plan and put on prime tires for the next stint. Because I'm hoping that I can maybe keep the track position. I don't know if I will be fast enough to catch up to him. I mean to Bottas if I put on the options. Because if I put on the options, maybe at lap 40, I would need to pit at least another time, yeah. This is going to be out or completely worn out by lap 50 or 51. So I definitely can't make it to the end with those tires. I don't know if I have the pace against Bottas to do 2 more pit stops. I would have to push really hard, and yeah, I really don't want to risk a accident again. Having that crash in qualifying was already bad. Okay, this is almost 6 seconds ahead. Bottas 12.3. Ay. But he might actually have to pit before he reaches me. That was not a good first corner. Kind of locked up the tires and went wide. But yeah, I think I'm going to pit around lap 40 for another set of primes. Oh, come on. Touch the wall again. I really need to be more careful at that corner. Keep trying to be really wide at the entry. Or go really close to the wall at the entry. There is a front wing, okay. Someone definitely has to pit. Vettel. Okay, so Vettel is going to be out of the points again. Ay. He's not having a good race. Oh. keep understeering. But yeah, he didn't have a good race so far, but I guess it got even worse for him. Well, yeah, I know that his tires are much newer. I don't know why the engineer keeps making these really stupid comments, you know. Obviously, Vettel is going to be a lot quicker than me. Oh, come on. Just braked a bit to let him through. Bottas 6.6 seconds behind. He's really closing quickly. But he should be pitting in like maybe 2 laps, 3 laps, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Because the options only last for like 10 laps around here, so Massa is still leading. That would be really good for him if he ended up winning it. He was kind of, I don't know, like he was kind of unlucky. Didn't really have the pace so far this season to compete for the win or for podiums, you know. Let me, hold on. Let's have a look at the race director. Yeah, so Massa leads ahead of Raikkonen, Rosberg, Webber, Hülkenberg, Vergne, Grosjean, Hamilton, Di Resta, Perez. So Hamilton moved up 1 place from P9 to P8. That's not going to be good. Well, I mean, it's going to be better than being in P9 and Vettel in P10, but, you know, it's not the kind of points he wanted to score. Wanted a lot more this season, I mean, this race. Vettel is P14, I don't know if he's going to make it back into the top 10. Although he was really quick on these options. I'm also pretty sure he has to beat at least 1 more time. So yeah, he might not make it back into the top 10 with this race. Sorry, I was on my phone for a second. So yeah, Button, Bianchi and Alonso are still the only drivers who retired so far. Oh. Yeah, like the physics of this game is just so, I don't know, weird, you know. Like, oh, come on. Like, the game kind of acts that you can spin the car, but actually there is like this weird force, or I don't know, that stops the car from actually rotating around. Oh my god, hold on. Hey, someone is fucking calling me. Hold on. Going to fix it in a second. Bro. Okay, got it. There's 4 more laps for the a pit window to open. Then after that I can make it to the end on those tires, thankfully. But this oh yeah, this is Bottas and who is that, Sutil maybe? Yeah. Okay, so I guess he might do a tire change around the same time as me. At lap 40 maybe. But yeah, he's still a lot quicker than me, even though his tires are kind of getting to the end. Okay, it's Sutil. P17, Bottas tries to go around. Can't really do that. Although he almost did it. He was in position but went just a bit too wide. And when the AI kind of goes off the track, they just basically slam on the brakes. That was really close to the wall on the outside. Yeah, I need to hold up Bottas, because if I don't, I'm going to lose track position to him at the pit stop. Is he pitting? Nope. He's not. Ay. I think he's going to put on prime tires as well. I mean, if he put on options, that would not make much sense. Oh, come on. I damaged the other side as well. Fuck. I'm using up all my cars to try to keep the position. No, I can't. Maybe I can dive down the inside. Come on. Go around the outside. Nice. Okay, got it. Still have to do 3 laps with this front wing, and that's not good. Just got a bit too careless, and yeah. Fortunately, another part of the front wing broke off. Yeah. Both of the end plates are missing on the front wing. Once again, I'm going to lose a lot of time in during the pit stop. Another, like, I don't know, 3 seconds, something like that. Well, of course the game wants me to pit now, but I have to do a few more laps so I can go to the end on this set of I mean on the next set of tires. Yeah, that was kind of not intentional. I mean, pushing Bottas off the track like that. The car just understeers so much. It's difficult to keep it out of the wall. Come on. That was too deep. Yeah, he got me. Fuck, he got me. Okay, we got a car that's going to lap us. It's Massa. Fuck, I braked too late and he got me. I mean, I will pit next lap. Because then I can make it to the end. On those tires. These ones are kind of done. Yeah. They are not looking good and I have a lot of spare fuel actually. Didn't even pay attention to that. Maybe I should have used this earlier, but whatever. Yeah, Bottas got me with that undercut. Or that switchback, I guess. I went too deep into the corner and yeah, he cut underneath. It was a nice move by him. But yeah, I finally get to pit this lap. As I originally wanted. Yeah, I mean, just look at how fast their Bottas is. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I think with that damage, it's kind of over for me to can't really compete against Bottas for P15 now anymore. Few more corners and finally I can get rid of these tires. And of course replace the front wing. Yeah, Bottas already pulled 5 seconds on me. Let's put on the primes again. Oh, okay, finally. Finally, I'm going to get rid of these tires. There's also a Mercedes coming into the pit. Yeah, we need the front wing change as well. Yeah, I think I'm only going to finish ahead of my teammate and Chilton. They are like, oh, okay. So I just completely crossed the white line and it did not give me a penalty. So I'm not sure what happened there, but okay. Because this happened to me a few times in this game, that you go too late into the corner after you come out of the pits and then you cross the white line and then it's over. You get a 10-second, no, not 10 second, you get a drive-through, I think. But yeah, luckily I escaped it. Not like it matters anyway. But you know, P17 is also nice, you know. The objective was P21, so... a bit too. I have to get used to the fact that these tires can actually stop in time and not understeer as much as those used up ones. Can you pass me, please? Raikkonen is in second place. Massa is leading by a lot. Like, if he doesn't suffer some sort of issue with the car, or he doesn't have an accident with one of the traffic cars, then yeah, he's going to win this race. Rosberg is in third place. Okay, yellow flag in sector 3. Maybe some more retirements? No. There was most likely some crash. Someone lost the front wing or something like that. In Bottas also pitted and he's like 10 seconds ahead. So yeah, I'm not going to beat him at this race, unfortunately. I think that's going to be Webber behind. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The flag in the top of the screen is literally blocking the view, you know, because of the mod that I'm using. That's like the one negative thing about this mod. We got more drivers. At least one. I think that's going to be Hülkenberg in the Sauber. Having a really good race in P5. That was close to the wall. Corner cutting. Rosberg, fastest lap. 144. 582. He's definitely aiming for that second place. Okay, got blue flags for Hülkenberg. Okay, he's using DRS, so it should be easier. Maybe if there is a safety car later, at like maybe, I don't know, lap 50 or something like that, maybe I could put on options and try to get ahead of Bottas, but yeah, there needs to be a safety car for me to go or to get more ahead. Because otherwise it's just going to be P17, which is still decent, you know. Especially considering that I'm qualified last place, so that was really close. Oh shoot. Not so bad. For me there is like 15 laps to go. Because I have been lapped once. Which is good, you know, because at least it's going to be one last lap to do. One less lap of suffering in this car. Yeah, I absolutely had to open up on the steering, otherwise I would have hit the inside. Okay, someone retired. There is now 18 cars in the race. So far I can't really see who retired. It would be crazy if it was, I don't know, like Massa or something. Yeah, let's check the race director. Was it Massa actually? Oh my fucking god. It was actually Massa, bro. Bro, oh. He was running first place throughout the whole race. And he just retires with like 15 laps to go. Oh my god. He had no luck this season at all. He was always outpaced by Fernando, and now he would have won it. I mean, he had a pretty big gap to Rosberg, or I mean Raikkonen. So yeah, it's Massa who retires, and with him, every Ferrari car is out of the race because Alonso is also in the retirement zone. Ay. So yeah, Rosberg leads ahead of Raikkonen and Webber. Hülkenberg P4 is really close to potential podium, although I don't think he can get it. We got Hamilton in P5, Vettel only in P10. Oh man, poor Felipe. Poor Felipe. He did so well this weekend. Only for the car to die on him. Or well, of course, I don't know if it was like a car failure or he crashed or something. Because it's possible that he was lapping someone. And yeah, they ended up crashing. But yeah. And what an unlucky race for Massa. And not just the race, but this entire season he was really far off from Alonso in terms of pace almost every weekend. And now he had the opportunity to win and he, I don't know, either crashed or the car gave up on him. He was pretty much dominating this race. But that's just how Formula 1 is, I guess. Sometimes you win a lot, sometimes you lose. And unless Raikkonen can do anything about it, it's going to be Rosberg who is going to win. It's going to be his second race win of the season, I believe. And it would be the second race win for Raikkonen as well. If he, of course, wins. It's been a kind of a crazy race. And a really bad one for Ferrari. With both of their cars out of the race. Lotus is going to gain a lot of points over them. They might actually keep the third position in the constructors until the end of the season. Oh, that was really close to the inside wall. There is some more debris in that corner. We should be paying attention to the fuel actually. Sooner or later I have to switch back to the mixed fuel. Bottas is 4.7 seconds ahead, but yeah, I don't think I can get him. So Hamilton is in P5. He's still going to take the lead in the championship with this result, I believe. By like 2 points. If, of course, things stay the way they are right now. Yeah, I have to change back the fuel to mixed fuel. So far the gearbox is fine, but it's also becoming damaged as usual. We might have another one of these cases when one of the gears will just simply skip or not be available. I mean, there was some missed opportunities for sure in this race with the bad qualifying and the damaging of the car twice. Lost I don't know, like 6-7 seconds because of these problems with the front wing change. Just 10 more laps and then we can finally conclude this race. I mean, Bottas is like right ahead of me, but I just don't have the pace to catch up to him. I don't think he's going to pit again for option tires. It would be kind of stupid. Oh, that was kind of close to the outside wall. Some wheel spin because of the corner cut. Took too much curve. That was also really close to the outside wall. Yeah, this wasn't a good sector. I'm just so scared that I'm going to damage the car again. I'm being very cautious. Good to know that I can cut a lot in that corner. Raikkonen is leading. So the Iceman might actually score his second win this season. Yeah, the car starts to sound a bit weird. So we're most likely going to have some issue with the gearbox at the end. There is some more debris into this corner. Maybe Bottas? No. I was kind of hoping that Bottas would like damage his front wing or something. That would give me the opportunity to finish ahead of him. Oh, come on. Wanted to take the corner too wide. Ay, 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 ay. Whatever. It's almost at the end anyway. And then, even if the front wing was not damaged, I'm not going to catch Bottas. That is for sure. Chilton is like over a minute behind, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, almost 1 minute and 30 seconds behind. Although I don't think I'm going to lap Chilton. I don't think I will have the time for that. Oh, Rosberg 1:43.527. Of course, he's trying to push to catch up to Raikkonen. So the win for the race is still undecided. I've got some cars that are going to lap me. One of the Toro Rossos, I guess it's Vergne or Ricciardo. And maybe that is Sauber behind him. Vergne, okay. So that is actually a Lotus. Grosjean. I think this is going to be the best result for Toro Rosso, this P6, if he manages to hold on to it. Grosjean is sliding around like crazy. So yeah, the Toro Rosso might have a chance against Force India in the Constructor Championship if races like this keep happening. That is, of course, if Di Resta is out of the points. Because the last time I checked, he was in the top 10. Yeah, the tire wear was not very good at this race. Like, I mean, for the first stint, I had a lot of pace. That was very good, like I was able to keep up with Maldonado. I was in the lower midfield, but yeah. I mean, I'm still in the lower midfield, but that's just because of the retirements that we have. Which, of course, I'm not complaining that I'm running P16, but of course it would have been nice if I'm running P16 because I have the pace to finish in that position, but yeah. Won't matter too much anyway. Okay, so I think this is going to be Di Resta, I guess. So he's running in P8, I suppose. Yeah, he's in P8. Have to let him through. Toro Rosso is going to gain on them some points, but yeah, I think Force India was like maybe 10 points ahead of Toro Rosso or something like that in the Constructors' Championship. So yeah, we are going to gain some points, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to close down the gap significantly. Ooh, is it once again a bit too wide? I keep trying to really go wide into the entry of the corner, and unfortunately often I end up damaging the car. Someone else is also... Oh wait, no, that's my teammate. Oh, he's not necessarily going to lap me, but he's behind me anyway, because he's running in last position. He's actually quicker than me because of the because he has option tires on, fresh option tires. So yeah. It's going to be kind of awkward because in this game the AI can't really take their lap back, you know, like they are going to overtake you, but the moment they do, they get blue flags and they immediately slow down. So yeah, unfortunately that's just how it is. They just cannot take their lap back. I mean, I would let my teammate through, but I'm going to get blue flags anyway. Unless I slow down. Yeah, okay. So yeah, in this case, he managed to unlap himself. Just a few more laps. And Raikkonen is still leading ahead of Rosberg. But Rosberg was really quick a few laps before he set the fastest lap. So he most definitely has the chance to score his second win. As I said it before, it would be the second win for both of them this season. I'm just trying to stay out of the wall for these last few laps. Really don't want to push or anything like that. The tires are really starting to wear out. Oh, that's a bit too wide. Yeah, Bottas is almost like 30 seconds ahead, so fortunately I did not have the pace to have a chance at finishing P15, but whatever. It's kind of strange to an extent, because at the start of the Grand Prix I was really quick, you know, for the first stint, and then kind of went away. Or at least these kind of prime tires did not really work. Of course I could have tried to do more stints on the options, but I of course did not know if I had the pace to catch up to Bottas. But since I had to do a lot more, if I picked that option I would have had to do more pit stops and then retake the position on track instead of in the pits, but yeah. I don't think I would have had the pace anyway. Going to be the last lap, finally. Raikkonen is still leading, so it's looking really like that the Iceman is going to win for the second time this season. His previous win was at the Australian Grand Prix, the season opener. There's 2 cars coming up behind me. Kind of hoping that I can finish the lap before... Okay, so Raikkonen wins his second Grand Prix of the season. It's a really good result for Lotus and of course for him. He won the season opener, which was... I mean, was kind of a lucky win, I guess, because I remember there was a lot of incidents. But yeah, it was still a deserved victory, of course. Now he wins again. This will really help Lotus in terms of keeping third position in the standings in the Constructors' Championship. Oh fuck, what the fuck? I have no idea why the car just decided to slide into the wall, but okay, it doesn't matter anyway. So P16. Yeah, I have no idea why the car just kind of slid into the wall. It made no fucking sense in terms of physics, but whatever. So yeah, Raikkonen won, and look at how close they were, the top 3. It was Raikkonen, Webber and Rosberg within 1 second. Man, they were so close together. And Rosberg, qualifying P21, he finishes 3rd. That's amazing. That's a really good result for him. Hülkenberg P4. Hamilton P5. Well, I guess he's disappointed with that, because he did qualify 1st place, so you know. Vergne P6. I think this is the best result for Toro Rosso this season. Then we have Grosjean P7. Di Resta P8. Perez and Vettel eventually finishes just in P10. Starting from P20, of course. It was a really bad weekend for him. Then we have Maldonado, P11, Gutierrez, Ricciardo, Sutil, Bottas. Did someone have a... No, no one has a penalty. So it was Sutil, Bottas, me, Chilton, and Charles Pic who ended up finishing the race. Massa, Alonso, Bianchi and Button are people who retired. And man, Massa was so unlucky. He would have won this race if it wasn't for that, I don't know if he crashed or had an issue with the car, but yeah, he was dominating and eventually he retired. So no points for Ferrari at all. And Jenson Button retires again for the 2nd time in a row. And what a race. So let's see the championship. So yeah, Hamilton takes the lead by 2 points ahead of Vettel. And then we have Rosberg, Raikkonen, Webber, Alonso, Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Massa and Perez. And then we have Button, Vergne. Vergne is now 14 points. 10 points ahead of Ricciardo. Ricciardo has 4 points only. So yeah, we have Vergne, Sutil, Di Resta. They have the same amount of points, Di Resta and Sutil. And then we have Maldonado, Ricciardo, Gutierrez, Bottas, me, Pic, and Chilton and Bianchi. So yeah, both of us are out, or I mean ahead of Marussia. That's good. And Mercedes increases their gap to Red Bull to 15 points. Then we have Lotus in third place, this result is definitely helping them to finish in that position in the constructors. That's the highest they can finish, because Red Bull and Mercedes are just too far ahead by now. So yeah, we have Ferrari in fourth place, McLaren P5, Sauber, Force India. Yeah, that fight for seventh place in the constructors is still ongoing. Then we have Williams in P9, Caterham and Marussia are the rest of the constructors. And yeah, let's get the cutscene. Then I'm going to just read some emails, I guess, for the next race and see if it's going to be rainy or something. But yeah, this was a decent race, even though it wasn't perfect, to say the least. Always ended up damaging the car. But you know, this game is kind of difficult to play on a keyboard. In my defense, it's a difficult game to play on a keyboard. 11, rank 11. Okay. So Korea is going to be the next one. Rosberg set the fastest lap, again 6 positions. Okay. And there is no rain projected. So that's good, I guess. And I have a contract offer, but I think that's just Marussia. Yeah. It is Marussia. Of course, this only would apply until for the next season. But of course, I'm not really interested to going to Marussia, you know. But for 2040, Marussia was the better team between Marussia and Caterham. Marussia had the better car. But yeah, I'm not really interested. I'm hoping for a Williams contract offer or a Toro Rosso or something like that. But yeah, I'm going to switch over to my other screen. And then I'm going to end the live. Okay, exit game. Okay. Fantastic. So, decent race, although it could have been better a bit. To be honest, I did make a lot of mistakes, unfortunately, but that's just how it is. In my defense, it's a difficult game to play on a keyboard, and of course, the damage is also more sensitive because of the mods that I use. So, yeah. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to be playing. I don't know if I'm going to be playing some maybe Batman or a Metro stream, or I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, I hope that I will see you guys next stream, and I also hope that you enjoyed this stream. I certainly did. I really have fun with this game. There is just certain like a charm to these kind of older F1 games before they became like more advanced after 2015 or 20. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed, and see you next stream. So bye bye.